Hello friends, Tokjo here. Recently MK Leo did it again and won big tournament with use of, as people tended to say not too far ago, lower mid tier, and this time it was Corin. See how this character placement on tier list will change in current months without any balance patches for Smash since very long time. That says a lot about the society, but also about the tier list itself.
He air dodges out! That's gonna be it!
When talking about any competitive game, tier lists are always one of the hottest topic. Tier list videos made by pro players always generate the most Smash views and discussions on this platform. Well, maybe they are second after reaction videos.
Oh my god!
But do the tier lists even matter? I've noticed that a lot of Smash players on the surface understand that they don't, but then they discuss which character is better, like position of tier list actually would matter. But it doesn't, like really. At least unless you play on top level, but even there I doubt it really matter. Of course I am not top player myself, but just look at MK Leo. He is totally dominating with Byleth and now Corin, even though those characters not so long ago were considered mid-tiers at best. Just check some tier lists before Leo took Byleth. Now Byleth is considered high tier or maybe sometimes even top tier, and Corin will soon follow, I can bet. The truth is that most characters in this game, and I mean most, I would say there are only few exceptions, are 100% solo viable even on top level. The ones that are high on tier lists are high because they fitted specific top player gameplay the most, and the ones that are low because they didn't. But if the time traveler moved one stone and Leo was maining DDD, he would be considered at least high tier right now, I can bet. And what about that time when Brute was in grand finals of Major going solo Piranha Plant? According to tier list enjoyers, it should be impossible, like Piranha is bottom tier, right? And arguments that no player was prepared for this matchup are just ridiculous. First of all, if that would be a case, some low tiers destroying big major tournaments would be pretty common. And also, we are talking about pro players here. Do you really think they didn't check Piranha Plant moveset at all before tournament? Or didn't saw any of Brute earlier games during that tournament? They could get good picture of what he was doing long before grand finals. But enough about top players, now let's talk about you. MK Leo, if you're watching this video, you can skip this part. When I consider tier lists may matter during top play in some degree, they doesn't matter for you at all. And to prove that, let's talk about some data. What I have here is ranked data from Street Fighter V. I wish I could show the similar data from Smash, but Nintendo still is treating Smash like it's party game for kids, so they would never release something like this, unfortunately. But what I will say about Street Fighter is applicable to Smash, no worries. And also to make analysis a bit easier, here's the most recent tier list made by pro players and by Panda, Punk. So let's see which character has the best win ratio in lower tiers. So it is E Honda, which is mid tier. And where is top 1 character Kami? Oh, she's almost at the very bottom, right behind the top 2 character Dualism. So okay, but that's the lowest tier, so let's see what's happening in higher tiers. So in higher tier, okay, Dualism is right now number 1, but then we got Birdie, we got Egg Honda again, we got Fang, and we got one of the worst characters, Blanca. So maybe on the highest tiers like Grandmaster Warlord, where, you know, everyone is super skilled, maybe their win ratio are accordingly to the tier list. Except the first place is another mid-tier, Yuri. And characters like E Honda or even Nekali are still higher than top 1 Kami and top 2 Dualism. And here is important part. Let's check rank distribution for Street Fighter. To play on Grandmaster Warlord level, you need to be at least in 0.2% of all ranked players. Are you sure you play on that level in Smash? Before I had this channel and my other channel, and before I had my small but very time-consuming doggy, I was grinding Smash a lot. And my best online results was being in around 1% of best GSP on Elite Smash. And I am pretty proud about this, but still it is not even close to what you need to do to achieve Grandmaster level in Street Fighter. So why tier lists should matter for me, even if they don't really matter on such a high level, and 0.2 best players, like Grandmaster, is still not pro level. Pro level would probably be 0.002. That's why there are such differences between win ratio and tier list. And just to be sure, yeah, online may influence results, but Street Fighter V has rollback, right? And even considering that their rollback isn't the best on the market, and it still may influence results a bit, online matters much less than Smash player could imagine. So really, if Nintendo would release similar game data and I would base tier lists around really my level of play, I wouldn't be surprised that similarly to Street Fighter, some top characters like Joker or Pac-Man would become low tiers, and some mid-tier characters like Lucas or Mewtwo would become top tier, not even mentioning bottom tiers becoming high tiers like, let's say, this Piranha Plant. But then if you talk on Discord about tier lists, or your friend would put some of his tier lists on Twitter, you would probably notice they are very similar to the ones that are made by pro players. And why is that? Because based on your experience, they shouldn't look like pro players' tier lists, but we are all influenced by their opinion and by their gameplay so much. But we shouldn't be, because in reality, sorry to tell you, but pro players play different game than I am playing or you are playing. I know it's Smash, but on their level it's still much different. Sorry, it's true. If you are basing your tier list on what pro players are saying, you could as well be creating tier lists for Street Fighter, not Smash. So in my opinion, talking about tier lists is just useless, and considering tier lists when choosing your main is just stupid. Man, if Brute can get to the major finals with Plan, you can win your locals with anything. Basically, if you are a better player, you will win, no matter if you play Ridley or Joker. And if you are a worse player, you will lose, even if you play Joker. And that's it. Nothing else matters than who is better player. At least not until very top level of play. But then, you know, Leo or Brute shown really skill is even there much more important. I would say there are only few exceptions to the rule. I think Ganon, Little Mac and Dr. Mario all have weaknesses that are very easily abusable, and they are so devastating for their entire game plan. So to win with those characters, you will have to be significantly better than your opponent. It is still possible, you know, probably Peanut would destroy whole Polish scene easily. And probably, I assume Pikachu and Game & Watch are kind of like opposite of that. Those characters could abuse weaknesses of other characters so easily, and they don't have enough of their own weakness, so that could be balanced somehow. So yeah, I don't really know how to finish that video, to be honest. But just remember, I'm not saying you can say your opinions about any character, because of course you can, and of course you will have your opinions. Just if you want to base your actions, like selecting your main, make sure it is really based on your opinion, not on top player opinion. Because again, you are playing different game, most probably. And I also understand that creating top tiers, you know, is just fun. That's why a lot of people are doing that. But again, I think it would be much funnier if we could, you know, be not ashamed and really basing there on our own opinions and experiences. So if you think that, let's say, Falco is top tier, you know, he may be top tier. So yeah, I think better than thinking about if my character is good enough is to practice a bit more your character and try yourself to be good enough to have wins. Of course, there are some easier and more difficult characters, but no, it's something another different than more viable and less viable characters. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you like this little rant about tier list because, you know, I need to vent sometimes as well. So why not to use my YouTube for that? And yeah, hopefully let's see you in my next videos. Bye bye.